Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So we're going to jump back into Argus, and if you remember the last time, Betty sent us a link and we need to break into her dad's computer and get the password for her. I guess we're not necessarily breaking into her dad's computer because she's going to do all that. We're just hacking and trying to get the password for her, because her dad is also going to assist in the autopsy for Danu, and we need to find out what information he's got on his computer. So Betty's going to look into that for us. Unknown is still out there, still has Amy, because we have not leashed Argus up yet. But we did send Ben and Caro and Professor Fontaine to the house of, I believe is it Vanessa? Yeah, Vanessa Thomas. I think I called her Veronica in the last episode. I'm really bad with names until I've heard the name multiple times. But we sent them there to look into the basement where we saw in that one video that there was like an eye symbol and some other Argus type related stuff in the basement where he might have been kept, and we have to chain him back up there, which I don't know how, because and we really need to, because he's messing with my dating life. He is so jealous he did not link up with me on Love Radar, that every time Basti and I talk, he's got to butt his head right into it. I mean, I've got to, for the sake of my dating life, I have to chain Argus up. I mean, and my friends, I want to save them as well. But let's go ahead and repair now for 80 Bix. Okay, so we've got the password was successfully retrieved. All right, so we sent it. Now we just got to wait on Betty. Thanks, Azrael. The password. Oh, we have another premium choice option. So what about the password? Or please try to open the file with the password. I mean, honestly, why is that second one an answer? Because we gave her the password. I think she knows what to do with it. I'm just saying. But we're going to do the premium choice option. I wonder if we have to solve something more with this. 1408 is my parents' wedding anniversary. Oh, SE stands for Sabine and Elias, my mom and dad. I miss her so much. Okay, sad face. I understand it's difficult, but please open the file now. Get a hold of yourself, Betty. It's just a wedding anniversary and your mother's gone. Who cares? Just open the damn file. Or grief does not have a time limit. I mean, that's true. Grief does not. And, sometimes it feels like it's as deep as the ocean because you feel like you'll never get out of it. And it does last a long time, and it does not go away. Especially, I've heard a lot of people say, with a parent, because that hole is always there, because your parents are always there. Well, most people's parents were usually there for them. I know there's some people who have, different situations, but, when that parent's gone, you live with that every day because it's somebody who's been in your life, and it's been a constant. And, I've heard a lot of people say that it does not go away. And I know, for my mom, she lost her mother, my grandmother has been gone for probably about 10 years now, because I think I was pregnant with my daughter when she passed away. And, she says there's not a day that doesn't go by that she'll just be doing something and all of a sudden it just hits her. That her mom is gone. And, that's something that doesn't leave you. And it's the same with anything, anything that's been in your life, whether it's a pet or a child or a family member or a friend, or a loved one, it's just, it does not have a time limit. It's something that never goes away. Especially with Betty's mom having passed away, in that car accident, that was something that they weren't expecting, and that, sometimes that can make it even worse. Okay, my dad's notes are really about Danu. Okay, first impression is Danu's body. First inspection of the crime scene before autopsy. Notes by Dr. Elias Frank in consultation with Dr. Lori Bennett. So examination of empty eye cavity. The eye cavities of previous victims showed further injuries, trauma and scarring in addition to the branded X. These were caused by bot extractions. Some of the wounds also indicated the use of coarse and worn out eyelid speculum. Speculum? I can't pronounce that word. Like, big scientific words are just not good for me. Clear deviations are recognizable on the latest victim. The eye cavity is almost completely intact. Even with a professional unulceration, at least clear incision should be recognizable after such a short time. An operation with this level of care would also take at least an hour. Dr. Bennett and I cannot explain this at the moment. We're hoping for further information and a plausible explanation from the autopsy. Oh, they've got the German bit still in there, it looks like. That's funny. And my German is so rusty, I'm not even going to try to read that part. Okay, so poor Danu. He doesn't deserve such a brutal death. It's really hard to bear. That's true. Can we do anything with the information? Say nothing. Let's see, can we do anything with the information? Like, maybe we can figure out something from it, compare it with other things? I think we can. It confirms that what Unknown said to Azrael. The first victims were killed by a human. Perhaps even with the help of Argus. See, I think it's somebody working with Argus. Somebody who's taking control of Argus. But the last murder, Danu, that was Argus, because the murderer no longer has the creature under control. Everything is so frightening. Yeah, I feel like they just used Argus so much that Argus has so much bloodlust. He's just going for whatever he wants to do at this point. I startle at every little noise or shadow. I don't even feel safe in my own apartment anymore. Even my cat senses that something's wrong. Hopefully, Caro, Ben, and Fontaine will find out how to stop this monster. Okay, so Nico's getting in touch. Okay, so he was in the attic, or he was heading up there, so we're going to find out if he sees anything up there. I remember the attic being less depressing. Everything is dusty, and there's hardly any light. Okay, so we got a picture. Are those shackles on the floor? Oh, I thought it looks like chains almost. I hope not. It would imply somebody might be still in there. Sounds scary. Find anything unusual yet? Not really, just this oppressive silence up here. It feels like someone is watching me. Should have come here in daylight. Dude, you went there at nighttime? What is wrong with you? There's no way I'd swap places with you right now. Me neither. Why? It's just an attic. Maybe I should be the brave one. I'm the big brave girl and you boys are a bunch of scaredy cats. But I'll say me neither. Because honestly, if it was daylight, I would. But I ain't doing that at night. You get ghost at night. I just can't get rid of this tension. Hang on. Something's wrong. I haven't been here for 7 years. But I could have sworn that I put the boxes away differently. You mean someone was up there in the meantime? Not sure. But yeah, it's possible. The police, one of his followers. It's been such a long time, you might not remember correctly. I mean, it could be one of his followers. I would say he has some. There's always this cult-like presence in a lot of the games. I don't know. But if that were the case, it would confirm the theory of a copycat. Doesn't matter for the time being. Let's see what I can find in the documents. The first box contains only business documents. I think you can skip those for now. No, we don't really need those. Yep, let's see what it's in the second box. Argus, get out of the orphanage. Like, why? Stop it, Argus. Get out of the orphanage. You don't belong there. Such a mess here. But that definitely was a neat effect. I liked seeing the Argus mouth in the doorway. That was pretty cool. Well, that looks interesting. What did you find? A little book. There's nothing on the cover, but the contents are all the more interesting. Here are some notes on his followers. Ooh, maybe we'll get some names. Wow, Michael wrote everything down to the last detail. Personal details, interest, psychosis, why they followed his faith. Ooh, yes, premium choice option. We've had quite a few in this episode so far. And that's, give me an example. How many people approximately? Do any of the names sound familiar? So give me an example. I wonder if it's going to be somebody we know, because usually this premium choice options kind of have a little Easter egg in it. A certain Donja Iwanu, her parents died in a boat accident. It could be Donya Iwanu. How tragic. Donya tried to take her own life, but survived. Then she found strength in Michael's faith. I was going to say, I don't recognize that name. Damn it. My suspicions have just been confirmed. Someone must have been in the attic. A page was ripped out of here. That doesn't mean anything. Perhaps it was removed beforehand. Shit, you're right. I mean, if he's certain that he went through all this stuff, then he probably knows. So, I mean, if it looks like it's been ripped out, there's no dust or anything, like it looks recent, then he's shit. You're right. You were right. If you're almost positive. That changes everything. Is there a clue as to what was on the page that was ripped out? Okay, it says, come to me, misses her very much, and still loves her. A great loss. Our accident, I trust. Suspicious. I don't know what that could be. That gives you an idea of why the person became a Bates supporter. They lost a loved one in a car accident, but unfortunately the most important information is missing, including who they are. Okay, so it seems as if the one who died was a wife or friend. It's very helpful. Why can't one thing run smoothly for once? Let's see. Come to me, misses her very much, and still loves her. A great loss. Car accident. Oh my God. It's Elias. It's Betty's father. Because Betty's mother was in a car accident. Oh my God. It has to be. It seems as if the one who died was a wife or friend. Yeah. It's Betty's dad. I agree. In any case, there's still talk of she. Let me sum it up. 7 years ago, Michael committed the Eyes Open murders. Then one of his followers murdered in Love Radar and blamed Michael for everything. This is confirmed, or at least suggested, by the torn out page. But after Michael's arrest, the second murderer simply disappeared. Let me continue the story. 4 years later, exactly 3 years ago, another series of murders began. And once again, there are links to Love Radar and Eyes Open. You're talking about the Argus murders. So you think Michael's unknown follower or successor is the Argus killer? Yes, I could imagine it's one in the same. One in the same person. Okay, that would be crazy and absolutely plausible at the same time. I don't know, you're concluding all this from a torn out page. Damn, that would fit perfectly. Michael committed the eyes wide open murders. Then one of his followers murdered in Love Radar and blamed Michael for everything. This is confirmed, at least suggested by the torn out page. But after Michael's arrest, the second murderer simply disappeared. 4 years later, exactly 3 years ago, another series of murders began, and once again there are links to Love Radar and Eyes Open. That would be crazy and absolutely plausible at the same time. I don't know, you're concluding all this from a torn out page. Damn, that would... I mean, it's crazy, but it is very plausible. But, I mean, it fits perfectly. So I'm going to go with that one. Damn, it fits perfectly. This is a lot to process. Not only did Michael not commit all of the murders, the second murderer may also be the Argus killer. I'll keep searching for more clues. Thanks, Nico. Get in touch if you find anything. Okay, so Caro's online. Ben's online. This place is driving me crazy. Ben told you how hard it was to find Westbrook. The whole place is deserted. There's no lights on anywhere. All petrol stations, shops, and restaurants seem closed. Not a soul to be seen. Somehow understandable, it's still dark. That's bizarre. I mean, dark or not, rural area or not, now they could close early. A lot of gas stations don't stay open 24/7 anymore. Shops close at 9, 10, maybe in a rural area, even 8. And, you know, they might not have restaurants that are open 24/7. Like, they don't have a diner that's open for long periods of time. Maybe it closes at 9 or 10. So that is possible, but it's still bizarre because you think you would see people out and about, you know, driving, things like that. So that's bizarre. That's not everything yet, guys. More bad news? You could say that. Caro's car suddenly stopped. Shit, you should have gotten more fuel. Great idea, Lily. The tank was still at least half full. We've stopped in front of a hotel, but even that looks pretty deserted. Oh, God, not another hotel. Yeah, don't stay there. Don't stay there, because, you know, that reminds me of H.H. Holmes Hotel, and we all know what happened there. The murder hotel, America's first serial killer. You know, no, do not even stop there. Okay, can you walk to Vanessa Thomas's house? Have you checked if there's somebody at the reception? How are you going to get home without a car? I mean, let's talk about the most important fact. How are you going to get home? Can you get an Uber there? A taxi? I mean, like, we'll probably end up with a towing service. Well, I would call them now so that they are there immediately. We'll worry about that later. No, you need an escape route. We don't worry about that later. We talk about it now. Guys, this is freaky. Fontaine swears she heard something. A whimper coming from the hotel. Are you serious? Yeah, that's to get you in there. No, don't call me. Don't call me. I cannot save you.
That whimpering. I can hear it very clearly. We need to follow it. Someone needs our help.
Professor, we have to keep going. There was nothing there.
Wow. Okay, so something's wrong. Don't go into that hotel. You should see if anyone needs help. No. And listen to me, unlike Alicia and Lily. Freaking listen to me this time. Do not go in there, okay? Don't go in there. Okay, you don't need to tell us twice, but Fontaine is determined she wants to have a look inside. You know what? Leave her there. Let her go in there and get murdered. You guys just get in your car and go home. Like, I can't help you. Fuck. Wait a sec. Argus, why? It's always you. Always you. How is that possible? The hotel is freezing cold and dark. Nobody is here. You frickin' went in. But now I've heard it too. It sounds like a child or a whimpering animal. Sending shivers down my spine. Dude, it's frickin' Argus, okay? Get the hell out of there. Get out of there. Something is fishy. I've been saying that. I can't help these people anymore. They don't want me to help them live. That's all. They just want to go in there and get themselves killed. No, we can't go. We're being called. Fontaine and Ben, they're in a trance. You don't listen to me. You don't listen. Forget my number and I'm just going to head out, okay? If you're not going to listen to me. Okay, you've got to get them out of there, but you're feeling normal, Caro? Perhaps this hotel is somehow important. No. You've got to get them out of there. Like, grab their arms, pull on them. I don't care what you have to do. I'm trying, but they won't react. You gonna tell me you can't yank them? Argus, I don't need this right now. I'm busy. Eyes. Hunger. So hungry. What's that? Ben? What's going on? I mean, we know. Really? Do I not know at this point what's going on? We all know that Eyes' hunger is Argus. Okay, so we go with what's that? I'm scared. Ben is typing frantically on his phone. He's not himself. Eyes. Hunger. Eyes. Hunger. Eyes. Hunger. Eyes. Hunger. Eyes. Eyes. I hunger for eyes. I get it. You want eyeballs. Revenge. Oh, okay. Really? Really? Revenge. I mean, you give me eyes and hunger so many times and then you switch it up on me. Argus. What? Look, Argus, we can go out to dinner. You need to stop this, okay? Get on Love Radar, match with me, and we'll take care of this. But you've got to stop doing this. Stop trying to get my attention. Okay, I don't know what just happened to me. It felt like I was somewhere else. Thank goodness. Fontaine seems to be back to normal as well. Good. Now you can leave that place. I mean, was it just like to remind us that he's there and he's always watching? Because what was the point of doing that and then letting them go? Just a second. Something about this hotel doesn't make sense. I swear to God, Ben, if you don't get away from the hotel, if you don't get away from it, I'm not going to save you. Okay, something? The whole hotel is creepy. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. The whole freaking thing is creepy. Ben, don't call me.
This hotel looks deserted. But hey, it really looks like the staff and the guests left in a hurry.
What's going on in this place?
Get out of there. Like, get out of the hotel right now. Strange. Lily, don't encourage it. Reminds me a bit of the horror stories about Roanoke. Definitely the wrong time for horror stories. Oh, Roanoke is very, very interesting. If you don't know anything about it, definitely look into it. It was one of the original colonies. So it's let me read this real quick. So take a look. It looks like the food has been rotting away for ages. Ugh, yeah. But Roanoke, if you don't know, it was an old American colony. It was one of the kind of like original ones, like around times of Jamestown and stuff like that. And so there was a whole bunch of people. They formed the area that they were going to live in. And I believe it was the mayor of the little town. He left, went back to England. So, of course, by boat, it would take, months to get back to England and then months to come back. And so he left. He had a daughter there. She was married. She was pregnant. I think her husband was still in England and he was going to come back with the father, but I could be wrong on that. But He might have even been passed away too, and maybe that's why she left with him instead of staying in England. But so when he came back, everyone was gone. Everything was gone. Nobody was there. And the only thing that they found, I think it was on a tree trunk, and it had been carved into the bark, was Roanoke. Now, a lot of people say that they think they probably had like some kind of famine or something, because I think it was also during the wintertime when this happened, that they didn't have enough food. There was a Native American tribe that was nearby there, and they think that maybe whoever survived the colony basically went and lived with them. Now, I don't know like if that was ever approached, because I haven't read a whole lot of books on it. I just know like some basic stuff on it, watched some really interesting documentaries on it. There's tons of theories, that they just disappeared, that they all died out. But, if you all died out, from like a sickness or a disease or something like that, eventually you got nobody to bury the bodies. So you think you would find them, but they found nothing. And so I really would suggest, like, if you're interested in like history, mystery stuff like that, like look into it. It's extremely, extremely interesting. It's a really neat history thing to look into. It's really great. I wish somebody would do a game about it. I really do. I think I listened to a podcast, and they did it based on Roanoke, and there was like one survivor or something. She was able to tell the tale and stuff like that. But it was really interesting how they decided to take it with a very supernatural thing, because that's another thing. A lot of people said it was probably a supernatural entity that had killed them and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. But all right, so give us a few secs. What are you waiting for? Don't freak out. We're going to have another look around the hotel. Fontaine also thinks something odd is going on here. Ben and her want to get to the bottom of it. Sorry for the tangent on that one. So we're coming back, talking about this. They're still not leaving the freaking hotel, and the two people who were possessed want to get to the bottom of it. That's sus. I think Caro's in danger. I think she's in a lot of danger right now. Okay, so Fontaine keeps surprising me. You're completely insane. Makes sense, you're already there. You're completely insane. You people do horror movies for a living, and none of you are going, we need to leave now. Exactly. See, Caro gets me. We get each other. The noises we heard must mean something. We just take a quick look around, then we make our way to Vanessa Thomas. No, you don't. You just go there. What do you think? I've told you what I think, and you don't listen, so I'm not telling you anymore. Shall we have a look around the kitchen and pantry? Maybe there are some clues about the employees. Or shall we check out some of the rooms? How about you just leave? Check out and leave. Okay, take a look around in the kitchen and pantries. Check out the room. You know what? I had to send them into the rooms. I had to go, you know what? Go look in the rooms. Maybe somebody's in there. Honestly, what would be to look around in the kitchen and pantry? They've kind of already seen things. It's rotting food. So it's just like Roanoke. People were there. They were living. And now nothing's there. Let's say check out the rooms. You know what? I'm going to send you in the full front of hell. You just go check out some of those rooms. Maybe you'll find that whimpering. Aye, Captain. Please be careful. Idiots. Complete idiots. Ace, I'm working with some idiots here. I need your help. Your group is really interesting. Are you reading my messages and you're not stepping in to stop anything? The place and hotel seem creepy. But you found out more in this short time than I did in 3 years. That might make me look slightly incompetent. But I also do a lot of things at the same time. Okay, what do you want? You sound like we're friends. Say nothing. Okay, what do you want? Like, really, what do you want? If you're listening in on my conversations, or not really listening, you're reading in, what do you want? Listen. The last time we spoke, you thought my theories were plausible. That's why I have something else for you. There have been many sightings of creatures, monsters, and even aliens since the formation of Earth. Okay, watch the video. Ugh, oceans creep me out. Is something gonna come out of there? Oh, what the hell's that? Looks like there's something in the wave. Oh, I see it now. I see it in the... It's like a tentacle. It's the Kraken! Oh, there's 2 of them. Nah, it's the Kraken. Oh, 3, 4. We got 5. 6. It's dancing sea monsters. Oh, there's a big head. That is creepy. What the fuck? It just turned into wings. Oh, that was wicked looking. That was really cool. I still believe you, aliens. Seriously? Dude, that wasn't aliens. That was a demon. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, I still believe you. That's some creepy stuff there. Very good. Argus is not from this world. I'm trying to tell you that we can only win against Argus if we broaden our horizons. Believe me, I'm not crazy. That's something crazy people would say. We're the last defense against these interstellar dangers. Well, I have an important interview now, and I still have to prepare for it. That means at least 20 minutes of meditation. Unfortunately, I can't watch over you during this time, but I'll be in touch again later. Namari? Namari? I don't know. I'm going to say it's Namari. Okay, so behind the legends. Ooh, we're going to send him the video. What experiences have you had with freaks? Is that what we're calling Ace? Surprising, but good question. I've already told you about the sick Oni freak. Then there was this freak who collected dolls. His favorite doll was called Charlie. Oh, speaking of Charlie, what happened to the authors? We're going to get an authors chat. I'm so excited. I love those. They're so much fun. Charlie! It's our best friend. Well... that would be the moment when a funny author's chat would open. But we've only got Charlie because they disappeared themselves. But it wasn't to be. What shall we do now? What is happening, Charlie? Can I get back to the game? Go, Charlie? Hang on. I'll add someone. Oh, no. Dr. Crow. Oh, Hans! Okay, I'll take Hans. I was afraid he was going to add, like, Serena or something like that. Howdy, Hans. Long time no see. Hello there. It's Hans. What am I doing here? Oh, he's got the knife. That's the knife, Hans. With the jigsaw face. My contract has expired with the healing. Sorry, retirement is over. Excuse me. Pay attention. Ooh. I think this is the video from... yeah, when they went back into time or something like that. Yeah.
Daniel on Skype. Yeah. We are working hard. Yeah.
Reset to 0. Oh Oh no, oh no, oh no. He didn't really start the machine. Yes, he did, and that's why their memories are gone. I really want to get back to the actual story. How can I help you put things right? What's your plan? Okay, so how can I help you? Tell me. I will help Charlie and Hans. They are our friends, so we need to get the authors back. We have no plan. That's why I added Hans. Although, do we even need to fix this? This is our chance. At least I can write the story the way I want to. Or at last I can write it. Gadzilla and Dorkvoter versus Gondilf and Dimbledore. I think you got the names wrong. Who versus whom? Hans, why don't you say something? I mean, Charlie, you got the names wrong. Copyright. Charlie, look, as much as I love you, I need the authors back because I need more stories. Okay, your ideas are absolutely brilliant, Charlie, but we need to get the authors back. Are you sure? Yes. I've already got an idea. It's Hans-tastic. Hans-tastic? I always thought I was the odd one out. It's Hans-nerific. I was going to say Hans-nerific. Hans-nificent. Thanks for confirming that you're the crazier one. Okay, yes, he is. You're both crazy. So what's your idea, Hans? What's your idea, Hans? I'm not going to call them crazy. I love them both. So the first thing we have to do is separate them and treat each one individually. They're treated by confronting them with core memories. An example, please? I'll explain. Excuse me. Let's start with the easiest candidate. I know Daniel has been traumatized by Daniel. Are the authors not reading along? Aren't they still in the chat? Imagine their brains like a hard disk that is being formatted. You can't use your hard disk during this time either. We'll dig in now and stop the formatting. Permanent damage is possible, but we've got to take the risk. Okay, permanent damage, that could be fun. I trust you. Well, permanent damage? Like what kind of permanent damage? Okay, Daniel was added to the group. What's up, y'all? What do you want? He needs to say more so Daniel can come back. Engage him in conversation, Azrael. I'll help you. Okay, hello, Daniel. Nice that you're here. Daniel, what do you think about Daniel? Daniel, we need your help. Let's ask him what he thinks. That might get him talking. Oh, Hans.
What do you think of Daniel? Daniel?
Daniel? He's an idiot, I'm telling you. I perceive activity. Go on, Azrael. Okay, so Daniel says, hello. What would you like to do with Daniel? Daniel and you look pretty much identical. I love how they put a mustache, a fake mustache on him. I love that so much. I wonder which one would be better, is to say that they look alike or that they do, what would he like to do with Daniel? Oh, probably the what would he like to do with him, because I feel like that might make him talk a little bit more.
What would you like to do with Daniel?
I'd love to shoot Daniel to the moon so that he never comes back. It works. He's alive. He's alive. Daniel's online. Well, let's see what kind of damage it caused. Well, what's going on here? I've been fast asleep. But then there was this voice. This annoying voice. With the worst accent I've ever heard. And then I saw an image in front of me. This beautiful man with a terrible fake mustache. Welcome back, Daniel. Hans did a great job. You'd suit the mustache, Daniel. Welcome back, Daniel. We'll just welcome him back. He hates the mustache, so we won't say it would suit him. Charlie and I will be in touch again later. We'll keep working on Daniel in the background. Talk soon, Azrael. How are we going to save the other ones? Like, who are we going to have to get to talk to wake them up? It makes you wonder. Okay, so behind the legends. So we're back with Tim. Where was I? Yeah, right. Charlie's and Oni's leader was called Dr. Crow. A freak with a plague mask who was convinced the world needed to be healed. And Dr. Crow wasn't talking about a cold. Well, as you can see, I have some experience with freaks. Why are you asking? Okay, so we'll send the zip file of our chat history with Ace. Give me a sec, I'll read it. Almost done. What the fuck? Is he nuts? Yeah, probably. I read the latest news. Have you forwarded the video of Vanessa Thomas to the group? Yes, Cara, Ben, and Fontaine are on their way there, but as requested, I didn't tell them anything about Ace. I have a feeling that was a bad idea. Professor Fontaine is with them? I must have missed a lot. Yes, she finds the discoveries interesting. I blame myself because strange things have been happening ever since. Yeah, what if Ace did this on purpose? Why did you send them there at all? I had no idea that it might be dangerous there. I trusted Ace at that point. What should I have done? Ace is reading along. Oh yeah, we're going to say that. I mean, I couldn't not do it. I would probably have done the same in your place. Nevertheless, I'm not entirely comfortable with it. I find him suspicious and he seems to have a screw loose. I trust him rather than mistrust him. Yes, the guy's insane. What do you think I should do? Let's go with that one. I mean, what do you think I should do? Don't do anything for now. This is what we'll do. You sit still for now. Until we know more about Ace, you'd better keep him a secret. Or at least as long as he's got access to your phone. I know someone. I already told you about my friend Shadow, the hacker. I'll ask her to find out more about this Ace. And I'll tell her to encrypt our chat ASAP. Smart move. So Ace doesn't know what we're up to. It's good that you texted as soon as he had to leave for a moment. Okay, so thanks, Tim. Hurry, we don't want him to see this. Bye for now. Okay, thanks, Tim. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, so Betty's back. Caro, Ben, you okay? Okay, Caro's calling.
Sorry, guys. Everything's okay with us. We'll be right there. It's crazy. No one's here at the hotel, isn't it?
I mean, we knew it was empty. Nobody stays at a place with rotting food. I still don't know what you and Azrael think you'll find in the rooms. But as long as you don't take any risks. As I said, I don't like the idea either. Just like I'm not comfortable walking through the dark, deserted corridors. I've watched The Shining too many times. Okay, The Shining, that's right, there are parallels, a fantastic movie. There are parallels. Stop it. I don't want to think about it while we're walking through a deserted hotel. Well, you know what? That's what you get for not listening to me, so. There's nothing in the first room. Ben and Fontaine are already moving on to the next. Okay, Ben's calling.
The rooms are also completely deserted.
Let's get out of here and look for this house. This place gives me the creeps.
Nice hotel room, though. Okay, that won't help us get out of there. Better focus on Vanessa Thomas. Strange, there's no staff, no guest. Okay, we need to focus on Vanessa Thomas. Let's go focus on the reason that you're there in the first place. You're totally right. Whatever's going on in this hotel, we have other things to worry about. Okay, I convinced Ben and Fontaine we're leaving. What does that mean? I could swear it wasn't there before. What? Okay, Caro, you gotta show us. We can't see through the phone. Find the book behind the eyes of God. Huh. Are you sure it wasn't there earlier? The eyes of God? Which book? Is that blood? Okay, are you sure it wasn't there earlier? Maybe Ben or Fontaine wrote it. And they just don't remember. I didn't notice it earlier either. Okay, that's enough. I just want to get out of here. But the phrase must mean something. Enough already. You'll hear from us again as soon as we're out. I don't want to scare them. But do you think the hotel is haunted? They technically didn't go offline, Enrico. They might see that now. Seriously, are we talking about haunted houses now? First the whimpering that Fontaine heard and Ben's trance, and now bloody messages that suddenly appear on walls. We just accepted that an eye-eating monster exists. Then why not a haunted hotel too? Uh-oh.
So we're at the elevators now.
Shit. Is that Argus? That is not good. Caro's offline. Ben's offline. They should have never went in there. OMG. That's impossible. This must be an illusion, a hallucination. Where the heck did you send them, Azrael? I didn't send them anywhere. What the frick are you talking about? Me, I'm so sorry. I didn't tell anyone to go there. Exactly. I didn't tell them to go there. Who found this ominous video? So what? Azrael couldn't help it at all. Yeah, thank you, Enrico. You've always got my back. We have other things to worry about now. Caro, Ben, what's happening? They're offline. What are we supposed to do now? Ben's online. It's probably going to be Argus. fuck. There was something in this hotel. Something damn big. We're in the car now. It started up again as if nothing had ever happened. At first I thought this thing was following us, but there's nothing there. Okay, so glad you're okay. That was probably Argus. Whatever it was, the main thing is that it's gone now. I mean, are we sure? It might not be, and it probably was Argus, but I'm just going to say, so glad you're okay. You know, they all made it back to the car safe and sound for now. Yes, Kara's putting her foot down. We should be arriving at Vanessa's house soon. God, do you still even want to go there? What the? Eyes open. Your blood will flow. Dolab Yi? What the hell is this? Hello? Your eyes will be devoured. Is there any photos? No, it's just Sarah. Do you know what, do you know that is love? Do you know that it loves eyes full of blood? Oh, it's Alicia. It will take everything from you. It's probably going to switch to Dano next. Oh, Justin. My eyes were full of blood when I died. Now, Danu. It tortured me before I died. And then an eye. Creepy ass eye. Ooh. I can feel the veins in your eye throbbing. Okay. You got more? Okay, there's Betty. What the heck was that? Are you talking about eyes open? Did the app suddenly appear for you too? Same here. Argus is just trying to scare us. Do you think that was the killer? I mean, same here. Eyes open is the app for conjuring up Argus. What does that mean? We'll probably find out sooner than we'd like. Okay, behind the legend. There we go. Oh, yeah, the little encrypted sign. Cool. Do you see the icon at the top right? Our chat should now be encrypted and secure. Ace won't be able to read along anymore. Okay, thanks. Has your hacker friend found out anything yet? So he won't have access to our chat histories either. Can it also encrypt other chats? How about, can we get the other chats encrypted? Theoretically, yes. But Ace would get suspicious at some point if you suddenly stopped writing. Oh, Nico.
Hey, you two. I don't think I can find anything interesting here. I would just grab a bunch of documents.
Oh. Did you fall over? Nico? You okay there, buddy? Okay. Are you okay, Nico? He's probably like, yeah, I just tripped on something. And then something's gonna happen. I am sorry, guys. I managed to knock over a heavy stack of cardboard boxes. Or something's gonna fall out of those boxes. And he's gonna find it. Luckily, I don't have to tidy the place up. Now that's interesting. Ooh, show me. Oh, it's a safe. We're going to have to figure out the code for it. A safe, how did you find it? What's inside? What, did the boxes fall through it? How did you find it? I mean, if it wasn't there before, it definitely looks like something fell into the wall. It was hidden behind the wood paneling. If the boxes hadn't crushed part of the paneling, I never would have discovered it. You don't know the code by any chance, do you? No, I didn't even know the safe exists. Probably not even the police know about it. You should inform the responsible detective, then we probably have no chance of getting hold of the contents. That's a shame. The content could be important. And yeah, for sure. You can get those open. You don't have to have the code. You could actually technically get through it with a, if you have one of those, what are they called? The torches? You could cut out the door side over there and then just pop it right off. That's possible. But without the code, it'll be difficult. Maybe we're lucky. Wait a minute. Huh. I had a hunch. This is where Michael's weakness for remembering passwords and pins pays off. Whether phone code, email, password, or credit card pin, he always used to hide cheat sheets with hints. And now look what's stuck under the safe. Angel of Justice. We have some dots and X. Okay, so 3 times 2 plus 2 times 2 times 1 plus 4. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Angel. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is gonna be a tough one. How are we supposed to get the code with this? Do you already have an idea? He seriously wrote down the code as a riddle. Okay, so do you have an idea, like how this might work? Let's start with the first riddle. What could these dots be? I have an idea, no clue. Well, let's see. Usually when we say we have an idea, we usually get choices. It could be the Morse code alphabet. That should be Braille. We just have to count the dots. Now, I was thinking count the dots. It's not Morse code because there's no dashes. I think it could be Braille. Because I feel like counting the dots could be too easy. I'm thinking it's Braille. But I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I don't think this is going to count against us. This is just going to lead us to how to solve it. And it's like I said, I feel like counting the dots is too easy. Unless, like, the first dot there, that would be a 1. Then you have the 2, 3, and 4, right? But you do 1, 2, and 4. And then you, like, add those up. And then 1 and 2, add those up. And then you times them. And then you have 1 and 3. So, I mean, it could go any way. But it could also be Braille. But I feel like that's math, like a plus and a times. It's not Morse code, I know that for sure. Maybe it is as simple as you just have to count the dots. I don't know. I don't know with this one. Let's go. Let's go count the dots because I see the times and the plus. The Braille is a good thought, but not everybody would know that. Like, some people would know Morse code. Not everybody would know Braille. So let's go with count the dots, since it has the times and the plus there. Firstly, the number would be too long. And secondly, that would be far too easy by Michael's standards. Okay, so maybe it was the Braille. I just had another idea. I should have just went with my gut, because I think it was Braille. But like I said, this one's not going to count against us. Is this Braille? Wait. It is. Okay, see, that's what I thought too originally, but then with the times and stuff. Okay, Braille numbers. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So it's a math problem in Braille. Okay, well, that shouldn't be too hard. Exactly. Okay, so here's this. Okay. Now, before I go giving the solution, I'm going to get myself a pen and paper so I can write this down, because I need to be able to see this. So, luckily, I did think it was Braille. I should have just said it was Braille. I knew it had to be. Okay, so we have times, 2 on top. Let me get that larger so I can see. Okay, so that, and times, and 2, and plus, dot, dot, times that, times 1, times, and then we have the 4 here. Okay, so let me see the Braille number chart. So the first one is 4 times 3 plus, that one would be 2 times 5 times 1 plus 7. Okay, gotta put my math skills to the test. So let's see, that would be okay, so 12, that's 14 times 5 1 0 7 plus 7. It should be 77. If I did my math right, the answer should be 77. Okay, guys, so I went through and I used a calculator just to double check myself, but what's really weird is that when I put that whole equation in a calculator, I get 29. I don't know how that's possible, because with my math, the way I did it, it should be 77. Unless I'm doing it wrong. Which could be possible, because math is not my strong suit, but if you take 4 times 3, right, that's 12. Plus 2 is 14, times 5 would be 70, times 1 is 70, plus 7 is 77. Here's the solution. Okay, want to take another look at the previous media? These can be found on the home screen in the gallery. Okay, I already know that. It has to be 77. It has to be. I don't know why the calculator was giving me 29. It makes literally no sense. But it has to be 77. But if you put the whole long number in the calculator, that's how I got 29. I'm going to go with 77, though. It has to be full-on math. Like, it has to be. Okay, done. Send it. I mean, maybe they'll correct me and they'll be like, no, you idiot, it's 29. Thank you, Azrael. The 77 are the first numbers of the code. Okay, so that has to be right. Let's move on to riddle number 2, because I'm pretty sure if I would have put 29 like my stupid calculator was telling me, they would have been like, no, that's not right, and corrected me. It's going to be the angel of justice that is probably the one you have to get right. Okay, so let's move on to riddle number 2. Angel of justice, what does that stand for? Wait, there were 3 more cards. There are 2 Roman numbers on each one. They must be part of the riddle too. Okay, well, I know my Roman numerals. Can I... Oh, I was trying to click on the first one and the second one popped up. Okay, so we have... That's 6 and 3. We have 9 and 6. And then we have 4 and 7. Frig. I don't know how we're going to solve this one. This is how I understand it. The phrase Angel of Justice stands for one of the 3 cards. And the number on the corresponding card is the last part of the safe code. Which card is it, and which number are we looking for? Okay, well, for an Angel of Justice, that is the balance of justice. Justice could also represent the sword. And it's definitely not the book one. So we're looking at either this one, which if you look at the Lady of Justice here in the United States, she has the scales, right? It's the justice's blind thing. But some people take justice, such as the hammer of God and what Michael did, Angel of Justice, isn't that what it was? Yeah, Angel of Justice. Could be a sword. That sucks. So it's either the 6 and 3 or the 9 and 6. Oh, God. I don't know which justice I want to go with. Man, I really feel like I'm wrong with the first part, because I've been going back and forth on this for a bit now. I'm going to go with this one as the justice, but I'm so afraid that I did the Braille one wrong that maybe I should have just went with my calculator instead of doing the math myself. Like I said, math is not my strong suit. I don't think I'm going to get to change it. But I'm going to go with the 6-3. I have a feeling I'm not right. Okay, so the code would be 7763. It's probably not the 77. I should have just went with the calculator. Let's find out if the safe opens. Shit, the safe won't open. The code must be wrong. Wait, I know the answer. I know the answer for the first part. Don't worry, we'll try again. I know it. Okay, give me a second chance. I've got it. Let's take another look at the first riddle. If you compare the dots with the table, the result is 4 times 2 plus 2 times 5. Oh, I see how they did it. Then apply the PEMDAS rule. Yeah, I was just outright doing it, but now that it's written that way, I can see it. I get it now. Because when I was looking at it, let's see if I can go back. Because see here, times and then plus, I wasn't taking that into account. I was assuming they were separate. That's why that threw me off. But see, I told you, math is not my strong suit. Yeah, so 29. So you got that wrong already. Well, thanks, Tim. Kiss my ass. Okay, but I got the second one right. I know that one. Okay, I didn't apply the PEMDAS rule. Must have done a mistake with the numbers. Damn it, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't do the PEMDAS rule. Because honestly, the way it was written, I took it as that. I did not take that as this separately for the middle one. That's what screwed me up. Okay, so don't worry. Let's take a look at the second task with the angels. Now, that one I know is right. I'm almost positive it is that one. Okay, so I hate to interrupt you, but I think we have a problem. What is it? The lock on the safe, it no longer moves. Oh my God, you only got one chance? What? I mean, I already figured it, but whatever. I think the wrong code was has has activated a safety mechanism. Okay, so after one failed attempt, damn it, it's all my fault. Is there another way to open the safe? There's got to be another way we can get in there. That sucks so bad. Ugh, I had it, and I screwed up, and I should have just went with what my calculator said. But I wasn't thinking the PEMDAS, so that's so annoying. I don't think so. In such cases, you'll probably have to contact the manufacturer, and we can't do that without my... Just throw the damn thing off the roof, okay? That's how you do it. Shit. Damn it, that pisses me off so much. Let's forget about the contents of the safe for now. God, that makes me so angry. Fucking math. I hate math so much. And the way it was written, I misinterpreted it. And I should have just went with what my calculator said. But even so, I still have some files from the boxes to look through. I'll take a bunch of them home with me. Yeah, I guess it's all we can do for now. Keep your chin up. I'll let you know if I find anything. Ugh, fuck. I hate math so goddamn much. Like, you couldn't give me a damn riddle. Like, the second part of the fucking thing, it makes me so mad because I had it and I just went with my stupid brain answer. I should have went with the fucking calculator. Because I was like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, go with the calculator, Amanda, because that makes more sense. Okay, so read through the chat history. Nico's found some important clues, and I'm a moron. Okay, so you can all see that I'm a moron. You're still investigating the Mindbender case. Wouldn't it be better to concentrate on the Argus murders? The two murder series may be linked. What? Okay, wait a minute. I'm reading. Karu's online. Oh, God, that's gonna eat away at me for, like, ever.
This can't be true. This Vanessa Thomas, she doesn't seem to be here.
Or she might just not open the door.
Fontaine's already gone back to the car. Maybe we should just come back tomorrow.
I've been waiting for you already. Come on in.
That's weird. I've been waiting for you already? Like, how did she know they were showing up? So now they're both offline. What the hell did she mean by I've been waiting for you? That's right. Vanessa didn't know they were coming. Maybe Fontaine contacted her beforehand? Right, maybe she did. But they don't have Vanessa's number. I didn't see it in any of that information we had. Huh? There'll be an explanation for this. Unless she knows Ace. And maybe Ace told her. I'm sure Caro and Ben will give another update soon. Oh, God, that math problem is going to eat away at my soul. I've read through the chat history with Nico and Tem. This is a huge lead to the killer. We should also take a closer look at this. Can we please concentrate on Caro, Ben, and Fontaine for now? I really can't focus on anything else right now. Sitting around waiting doesn't help us, though. Yes, especially because the psycho still has Amy. Do whatever you want. I can't concentrate on anything else right now. Oh, selfish much, Lily? Hi, everyone. Oh, detectives. Who's in this one? Oh, Strausser. Okay. Okay, may I introduce? This is Detective Strausser. I trust him 100%. He's a little more open when it comes to alternative approaches to cases. And on the other side, we have Azrael. The poor soul who somehow got dragged into this mess. But Azrael does a lot to help people in danger and uncover the truth. Except for when it comes to math, she's a moron. Nice to meet you, Azrael. Let me give you a call. Okay.
Believe me, 3 years ago, I would have thought you and Tim had lost your minds. But now, I don't even ask questions anymore. Even if it's about an eye-devouring monster.
I was like, I don't even ask questions anymore. Okay, we finally have police support. Nice to meet you too. Say nothing. Okay, nice to meet you too. Helmet can help us in many ways. As fate would have it, he was working on the Mindbender case at the time. And now he also supports the Argus investigation. Before we get to the actual topic, where's Wolf? Have you called him yet, Tim? The orphanage again? He's still dealing with the after effects of the orphanage. I get it. That makes sense. Then let's talk about our case. I trust him, and that's why I can give you a few details, Azrael. Okay, that easy. Is this how everyone in the police force handles confidential information? Thank you so much. We'll go with that one. My pleasure. So, you heard about the arrest of Juna Kempf, the sister of the victim, Mary Kempf. The colleagues were able to find traces of Juna's DNA at a crime scene. But my gut tells me something different. Yeah, that was the one at Luis's. Every piece of evidence seemed to me as if someone served it on a silver platter. Detective Barris gratefully accepted this. I can't stand him. He was transferred here from the big city, and now he thinks he knows everything better. He's obsessed with this case. He wanted to identify a culprit as quickly as possible. Okay, so doesn't that make him a bit sus too? Do you know why Barris was transferred? Does that mean Juna is innocent? What do you think, Tim? I mean, does that make him a little sus too? Maybe he's involved and that's why he's willing to take anybody that comes up as maybe a suspect. I'm not going to say that, but I can understand your train of thought. But you have another piece of information, don't you, Helmet? Correct. There are even more questions surrounding Mary Kempf's death than previously assumed. According to her sister Juna, Mary went to Australia 3 years ago. She sometimes got in touch and sent photos and texts. What was strange, however, was that she was never in the pictures. And she never had time to talk on the phone. The relationship between the Kemp family members was difficult and no further questions were asked. But now we've dug deeper. Okay, so come on, tell us I have a hunch, say nothing. We'll go with I have a hunch, because usually, like I said, we get to say something, but I always like to be a smarty pants. After several phone calls with the tour operator and the Australian authorities, it turned out that Mary Kempf never arrived in Australia. Her flights were cancelled. Shortly before she was due to fly to Australia, she had a heated argument with her sister. And then she vanished without a trace. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I suggested that she never went to Australia when we had the chance to say something. Her sister Juna had no idea, as she assumed that Mary was in Australia. So nobody noticed that she hadn't arrived in Australia. So where was she for those 3 years? I thought Mary sent texts from down under. I mean, you can get photos from anything, okay? And I don't think your text messages usually say where you're at when you send them. I mean, it might show up on your phone logs, but it doesn't show up to the person as far as I know. she might not have been meeting anybody in Australia. So I'm going to go with their, where was she for those 3 years? If she wasn't there, where was she? That's what we had to find out. Okay, so who is the murderer? Who is unknown? Who is the wanted murderer? Give us your best guess. If you're right, a little surprise awaits you at the end of the final episode. Usually they give you a second chance. Alicia, Amy, Ben, Betty, Caro, Danu, Enrico, Lily, Lori Bennett, Luis, Noel, Behind the Legends, Basti, Juna, Dr. Ellis Frank, Professor Fontaine, Jason, Franzi, Selena, Nico, or Ace. Okay. I don't think it's Ace. I hate that I'm doing this so freaking early because there's probably at least going to be 5 episodes. I hate doing this so freaking early, but they usually let you change it once you learn some more information. This is kind of just like your guess right now. Like, who do you think it is right now? I don't think it's Ace. I don't feel it's Nico, because why would he be working with all this unless he was trying to get that information and throw us off his scent? I don't think it's the teen girls. That makes absolutely no sense for them. Jason's dead, which could have faked his death. Could have. We don't know if he's really dead. I don't think it's Professor Fontaine. I am leaning towards Dr. Ellis Frank. From the sheer fact of what we read on that paperwork. I don't think it's Juna. I think she was under the control of Argus, whoever's controlling Argus. I don't think it's Basti, unless he was being controlled as well, because it could be maybe Mary met somebody and they were in Australia and she was going to go be in a relationship with them. They told her that. It's not Tim. I don't think it's Noel, unless once again they're being controlled, like mind controlled. I don't think it's Lewis. We did see his dead body. He was a coroner. There was talked to the coroner about him. I don't think it's him. Possibility of it being Lori Bennett, but I'm not leaning towards her. Honestly, it could be Lily, because she's just, I don't know. She just knows so much about the stuff. It could possibly be her. I don't think it's Enrico. Don't think it's Danu, with him being dead, but I mean, there's an autopsy report, unless it's being covered up that he was dead by Lori Bennett and Dr. Elias. I don't think it's Caro. I don't think it's Betty. I don't think it's Ben. It could be Amy. She could be faking. She could have took the video of Unknown and then sent us a recording of her pretending to be tied up. Okay? I mean, it happened in Duskwood. I don't think it's Alicia. Honestly, right now, I'm going to go off of that paper, and I'm going to go Elias Frank. I think it's Betty's dad. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know, but I think it is, because if you're going off of that piece of paper, he was a follower of Michael. And I really feel like it's him. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I'm never good at these when I guess them. But I'm going to go with Dr. Frank. That's going to be our answer for right now. Don't know if it's right. Don't know if it's wrong. That's going to be my pick for now. It's like I said, they usually give us a second chance to change our mind. But that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, so that's really crucial information. Thank you, Helmet. With pleasure. If I find out more, I'll get in touch. Okay, so Cinnamombies, Ben is online. Ugh, I'm still sore about that math puzzle. So mad. Guys, just a quick update. No convincing was necessary. Vanessa led us straight to the basement. Now we're standing in front of the broken wall. The passageway to the catacombs. Dang. Yeah, look at all those eyeballs. That's weird. I have a bad feeling right now. Very good. Take a look around. She never closed the passage. I mean, yeah, like, why would she leave that open? That would freak the fuck out of me. And if I didn't move, I'm sealing that shit off. So I'm going to say that. She never closed the passage. Like, why would you live with that for 3 years? No way. No way. Now that you mention it, no, apparently not. But that's our advantage. No, it's your disadvantage. You're going to get killed. We have to find a way to stop Argus and free Amy. And that's before the murderer does something rash or Argus chooses his next victim. If Argus really was locked up here for years or decades, then you're guaranteed to find clues as to how this was possible. Fontaine has just climbed through the hole. Let's do it. Let's not say we did. How about that one? Ben is offline. Oh, I'm so mad about that puzzle. Ugh. So mad. Okay, so Professor Fontaine's getting in touch with us. Probably going to turn into Argus. This is so exciting. Admittedly, I found the hotel a little uncomfortable. A little? Our minds played tricks on us. We thought we had seen something that wasn't there at all. But this room here? My goodness, I have to rethink all previous assumptions and research. Have you found something yet? Give me an example. What happened in the hotel was real. Okay, so have you found something yet? Give me an example. Yeah, give me an example. Like, what are you seeing down there? The antique vases, the drawings on the walls. Clearly, this was not a place to pay tribute, but to banish something and deprive it of power. Fascinating. Hello? Okay, Betty. So it is described in the video. Kara's online. Ben's online. No, it's not. It's so much more powerful. These huge corridors alone, they seem endless. The room with the eyes is sick too. Dang. That is wicked. The eyes look extremely threatening. What's in the clay pots? Is there anything else unusual in the room? Let's ask if there's anything else unusual. Although I'm curious if there's anything in the pots, but are they seeing anything else? We're still looking around. But what Vanessa said in the video is true. The atmosphere down here is ominous and icy. Wait a minute. Fontaine discovered something. It's in the shape of a cross. That's weird. More eyes. It looks like a cross. Where did you find this? I'm going to bring up it looks like a cross because that's what I see. You're right, Azrael. Yes, that's exactly what makes Fontaine wonder. She thinks there may be a link to the abandoned hotel. Okay, how? More precisely to the phrase on the wall, find the book behind the eyes of God. And now we find a crucifix carved into the wall made of eyes. As if something in the hotel wanted to point this out to you. You think there's a book behind the eyes? I think you're reading too much into it. Nothing surprises me anymore. Luckily, Fontaine came with you. I mean, so you think there's a book behind there? Tear the wall down. Might as well. Okay.
You guys, Professor Fontaine was right. The stones in that spot, they were all loose. And there was a book behind them. Wait, that seems pretty old.
Oh. That's not good. The whole wall cave in? Hope that's not a book that's an evil book. What the fuck happened? Ben, Caro, hello? What was that noise? Okay. Ben, Cara, hello? I think I said Cara. It's Caro. When I said that really fast, I said it wrong. Holy crap. OMG, suddenly everything started shaking in here. The entire wall has collapsed. The passage to Vanessa's house? Maybe it leads to the hotel. Yes, we're stuck here. Holy sh... Are you hurt? Is the professor okay? Are you guys hurt? Maybe this actually, it goes underground. If it's catacombs, maybe it leads to the hotel. No, we just got a shock. Ben is trying to move the rocks, but they won't move. Damn it, what are we going to do now? I mean, your phone still works, so call for help. You need to calm down first. Level-headed Betty. Vanessa will surely call for help soon. Are we sure? Because she was expecting them, so I don't even know if we should trust Vanessa. Or is she trapped down there with you? Yes, she is. What the hell? She was just here. How can that be? Where did she go? Or she wasn't real. Hopefully she's not under the rubble. I'm sure she made it back to the house in time. She just disappeared like that. I mean, she just disappeared? Like, was she in the room with you? You literally saw her after it collapsed? Or... Yes, I'm telling you, she was just right next to us. Okay, she wasn't real. It was Argus. We wanted to keep the police out, but call for help. They have to get us out. Something is wrong here. Fontaine feels it too. You can really tell how tense and scared she is. Uh-oh. OMG, there's... What's going on? This is not good. We found a body. It's probably Vanessa's. Is Argus a shape changer? Oh, look, glasses. Uh-huh. The nose ring. That's Vanessa. Either they saw her ghost, or Argus is a changeling, shapeshifter. Was that brought up in it? I think that might have been brought up in one of the things about, like, the Native American version of Argus. Like, in one of those audio things that we listened to, like, early on, like, maybe chapter 1 or chapter 2, like, early in chapter 2. I can't remember, but I know there were different variations of Argus that they had us listen to. So, this is a skeleton. The person must have been dead for a long time. It must be one of Argus's victims. It's scary. The person must have been dead for a long time. It must be one of Argus's victims. I mean, they've been dead long enough to become a skeleton. That's Vanessa. Guys, can't you see? The skeleton is wearing the same clothes and scarf as Vanessa Thomas. Well, actually, I can't tell by the clothes. but I could tell by the glasses and the nose ring. And she disappeared all of a sudden. You're not saying that the body that's been lying here for years is Vanessa Thomas? That's impossible. Then who the hell let us into the house in the basement? Argus, it's taken the form of Vanessa and set a trap for you. Then the monster is somewhere down there with you. Oh my god, please get us out of here. Okay, hide in the catacombs. You have to find another way out. Arm yourselves. I mean, what are they going to fight with? Is there anything down there, like, besides rocks? You going to throw a rock at his head? They have to find another way out. Hiding in the catacombs isn't going to help. They have to get out of there. You have to find another way out. There's nothing to arm yourself with down there. There's so many ways. If we get lost here, do something, please. I have an idea, but that means you'll have to take over again, Azrael. There's not only a registry for houses and land, but also a database with all churches and chapels. I know from an internship that you can also find floor plans and blueprints there. Azrael, if you hack the login data, we can get them out. I'm on it, but why? What would we do without you, Betty? Don't worry, we'll get you out soon. I mean, Betty, I'm going to give her props. What would we do without you? Level-headed Betty. She always knows what to do. Which is, maybe that's sus. Could be sus. Could be very sus. Alright, guys, when we come back next time, which I'm assuming is probably coming up to the end of the episode, we're going to hack for the 120 Bix, and we are going to get that information, and more than likely we're going to have another puzzle on our hands, and I swear to God, I'm going to do better at this one than I did at that damn math puzzle, and I'm so mad at myself. I get kicked myself. Sometimes I wish we could restart the episode so I could go back and do it, but I don't want to have to go through all 3 episodes again, so, as much as I love seeing myself in the first one, yeah, I made a mistake, but I got the answer in the end. But it didn't matter because it locked. But I'm sure there's going to be some way we can get into the safe. It's just going to be like a late time thing. Because you can get through a safe like that. It's simple. You get a like one of those blow torches thing, and you can just cut right through the door hinges and pop that right off. It's not hard. You could do it. But so when we come back, we're going to find out if we can get them through there, I'm going to do my damnedest to get them out. I'm usually pretty good if it's a maze puzzle of getting them out. I did really good with that in Orphans, and I think there was one in the Healing, and I did pretty good with that one too. So let me know down in the comments down below, like, who did you pick? Like, we had to pick somebody. Who did you pick and why? Give me your reasons. Or if you think I'm wrong, like, why do you think I'm wrong with settling for Ellis right now? Like I said, I really think it was him with the paperwork. It led to it. It made sense. It brought up the car accident. He was obviously a follower of Michael, and he would rip that out because his name could have been on it. He would have ripped that out because it was proof that he's involved. That could also been, maybe that was what was in the safe. Maybe it was hidden in there. Maybe Michael didn't hide anything and Ellis hid everything in there for the proof that what he was, and we would have seen that before having to make our big guess. But, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. Please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.